Once, in a quiet little town wrapped between hills and rivers, lived a boy named Ayaan. He wasn't poor nor unloved, but he was invisible. Not to his parents, no, they adored him. But to the world, to his classmates, to shopkeepers, to strangers, Ayaan was the boy who never spoke. Not because he didn't have words, but because his words always trembled before they could leave his mouth. Asterisk at school. Whenever teachers asked questions, Ayaan looked down, heart pounding, hands cold. In markets, when he tried to ask for change, his voice cracked like a twig. People often said, "That boy is just shy," or worse, "He's weak." Ayaan heard it all. He just never answered. Asterisk at home, his younger brother laughed freely, made friends everywhere, and spoke without fear. His parents didn't mean harm, but sometimes even they said things that cut deep. Asterisk, better. At least try to talk properly. Look at your brother. And so Ayaan stayed inside his own world, quiet, anxious, full of self-doubt. He didn't hate people. Asterisk, he just thought. Maybe he wasn't meant to be like them. Asterisk, but one day, something changed. Asterisk, his school organized a 3-day personality camp. A small event where students could choose to join, work on confidence building, and talk with mentors. Ayaan didn't want to go, but his teacher gently placed a hand on his shoulder and said, Asterisk, you don't have to become someone else. Just try being yourself a little louder. The words echoed in his heart. On day 1 of the camp, their first task was simple. Asterisk, talk to 5 strangers and ask their name and what makes them happy. Asterisk, Ayaan felt his throat close. His feet felt like bricks. But he saw the others moving, smiling, trying. Asterisk, so he took a breath, walked up to the old gardener, and whispered, Asterisk, sir, what makes you happy? The gardener smiled warmly. Sunrise, boy, and tea with my wife. Asterisk, that was it. Asterisk, one sentence, one smile, and suddenly, the fear inside Ayaan cracked a little. By evening, he had spoken to 5 people. His heart still raced, but something strange had happened. Asterisk, for the first time, he didn't feel small. Asterisk, on day 2, the task was harder. Asterisk, stand on the small stage and tell a story. Any story, to 10 people. Asterisk, Ayaan's hands shook. He stared at the mic like it might bite him. He looked at the crowd. Then, slowly, he whispered, Asterisk. Once there was a boy who thought he had no voice. His voice trembled. His knees felt weak. But no one laughed. In fact, they leaned in to hear more. Asterisk, and by the time he finished the story, he saw something he had never seen before. People clapping. For him, day 3, the final challenge. Asterisk, go home and tell someone how you really feel. This was harder than anything else. But Ayaan walked into the living room that evening, sat beside his father, and with a soft but steady voice, said, Asterisk, Papa, I know I've been quiet. I know I seem scared. But I want to change. I want to try. Will you help me? Asterisk, his father looked stunned at first, and then his eyes softened. Asterisk, Beta, I've been waiting to hear your voice for so long. I'm proud of you already. Ayaan smiled, not shyly this time. That night he didn't hide behind his door. He sat with his family, laughed, shared stories, and for the first time in his life, he felt seen. Years passed. The boy, once too scared to speak on stage, grew into a man who spoke at public events, mentoring students who reminded him of his old self. His voice still carried gentleness, but it no longer carried fear. He often told people, greater than confidence isn't something magical. It's just the reward you get for showing up, again and again. For speaking even when your voice shakes. For standing even when your legs feel weak. Shyness and fear don't vanish in a day. Asterisk, but in just 3 days, with courage, effort, and belief, they begin to lose their power. Asterisk, so if you're quiet, if you're afraid, if the world feels too loud for your voice. Asterisk, take one small step today, then another tomorrow, then one more the day after that. Asterisk, because your voice matters, and the world is waiting to hear it.